YouTube. Well, yo, it's your boy Tbvnks here, back with another story time. Haven't really dropped one. Y'all know y'all been banging with the latest bangers. You know what I'm saying? The vlogs and all that. But y'all know I'm a story time telling king. I got my 2 batteries right here just in case I might have to switch them jumps out. But different story time, different place. Is this the very first story time I think this is the very first story time I recorded in here. Damn. Shout out the very first story time I hear. This story time is kind of emotional. It's gonna be funny, but it's a little emotional too. I ain't gonna lie. This shit hurt me to the core. This is a true story. So if you can see by the title, I actually got the blessing from my mama to tell this story time. I thought I would never tell this story time, but bills is running, is coming up. No, rent is due, money is low, Hellcats, you know, car insurance, things of that nature, investments. We need to make some money. So hopefully this is a banger story time. Otherwise, I just exposed a terrible part of my life that I had no reason to tell you. So we gonna see what goes on. So you can tell by the story time, I've never even told this to auntie. So this is gonna be like a first time everyone hears this shit. But this story time is the day my mama called the police on me. This is a true story. I swear to you not, I even have witnesses. I'm not cool with the witness no more, but I do have witnesses. So we all gotta start this story off right. Y'all know I gotta set the background up. I can't do my usual turn up with the songs and stuff because you know, copyright and like that. I'm gonna need all my monetization on this video. The year is 2022. Man, this is a hell of a story time, and it actually ties in to some of the other story times. You just gotta pay attention. 2 years ago, wasn't streaming. I had posted maybe like 3 live clips. I probably can find them. They didn't go nowhere. It wasn't consistent. I get a call, right? My mom's, she passed out somewhere. Mind you, this time she's working like 2 jobs, 2 full-time jobs, and a business. This lady was pulling in $200,000-$300,000 a year. She had a full accounting business, and she was working 2 contracts, doing her bookkeeping and stuff. She's doing her thing. You know, she's driving a Corvette. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My parents had just recently at this time separated. Don't know that. I lived with my parents my entire life. They was married my entire life. They separated right when we all became grown adults. It's like, why? Like, what? You might as well just stay together and grow together and grow old and die together. Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? But it didn't really affect me emotionally too much. At that point, I'm 21. I'm like, bro, I don't want to be together like shit. If I was like 13 or like, nah, I'm 21. I'm shit like shit. As long as we all good, you know what I'm saying? As long as we just stay all cordial, it's all, I understand. Things happen, shit. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna be together no more. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna talk about that too much because it's personal, but it's a little part of the story. So, boomskies. I get a call. My mom's passed out. I'm like, she was getting her hair done or something. I'm like, So, come to find out, she passed out. She woke up. She starts to learn her words. I'm all the way in LA at the time, and they all the way on the DMV. I'm the only one in LA. You know what I'm saying? The only family member in LA at the time. So I get a call, so I'm like, all right, boom, trying to get updated. Come to find out, right, there was a miscommunication. I ain't gonna speak too much on it because like I said, that's kind of personal and that's like things I can't really speak on. But comes to find out, I was getting fed misinformation. I'm sitting here thinking she's passed out. Come to find out, my mom had an entire bad medical situation. She had a stroke, essentially. I ain't gonna get too much in that because that's not part of the story time. Let's just get to the shit where it's like, all right, I can laugh. You can laugh, but I ain't gonna get mad you laugh because I'm gonna tell it in a funny way. Like, it's cool. But she had a stroke. I'm on the phone with her. She's like, yeah, I had a stroke, boom, boom. And I think her right side of her body was pretty weak. Like, she needed a cane. She couldn't really write no more. She'd use her left hand. She couldn't walk. She'd use a cane, wheelchair. Well, the whole shebang, you know? Things happen. Cool. So in my head, I told myself, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I told my girlfriend at the time, my ex, I'm like, look, I gotta go over there. I gotta help my moms out. I might be there for a month. I might be there for 3, 4, 5, 6 months. You never know. But I told her, as long as you help me support me, I'll make sure we good. If you can't be my girlfriend, if you lose, you'll be my friend. I still like to love you, know what I'm saying? So we end up emotional. Nowadays, hey, bitch. Well, you get the point. At the time, that's how I was carrying it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but, you know what I'm saying? Auntie. So anyways, so I'm like, yeah. So I stayed at her house for like a week, you know what I'm saying? That's the ex I told about that pepper sprayed me and shit like that, would try to. So I get on the plane, like in a week, or like 2 weeks later, I fly all the way to the DMV to help my moms out. I'm saying, but we would put some W son in the comment. Can I get a W son in the comment? Goddamn, can I get that much? But this is, I'm gonna try to make it as unbiased as possible. It's gonna be a little biased, it's my experience. If she wanna come on here and tell her side of the story, then she can come on here and tell her side of the story. So boom, I land in her crib. And the entire time, my thought process was, I just want to help my mom. She had a stroke, she can't walk, she can't write no more. She can still talk, I'm saying the stroke medications was kind of messing her brain up, because sometimes she would call me and she would be in the middle of the conversation of like, thought she was already talking to me. I'd be like, what? Like she would call me and be like, if you put the 32, you put 55,000 in that. I'm like, what do you 55,000? I ain't got no money. What are you talking about? She'd be like, no, I was talking about we can invest some money and get a condo and retire off that. I said, this off the meds. This off the medication. What is he talking about? I'd be like, yeah. She used to kind of break my heart a little, because I'm like, is she tweaking? Is this right now, or is it the medication? I can't really tell at this point. I found out it was the medication that was making her do that, because I asked her when she was off. I was like, what was you talking about? She's like, oh, I was off the medication. I'm not a vegetable. Like, I'm cool. I'm like, all right, cool. Don't call me no bullshit. So anyway, boom. So I fly over there, right? All was going good. I still have my dog Kobe at the time. Y'all don't know Kobe like I know Kobe. Kobe is my favorite dog to this day. Like, he sometimes talk about him or see videos about him makes me a little emotional, because like that dog, y'all don't know. They see me cry, they see me go through the worst. No matter what happened to Kobe, no matter what you did, Kobe imprinted on me the most. Like, that is the W dog. I need another dog. Like, he imprinted on me from day one. He would sleep on me. Anything I did, he would do it. Shit, he believed in me so much. Or maybe he's a little retarded, but like if I gave him some quarters, was like here, he would eat the quarters. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was that type of dog. Like, Kobe f***ed me so much. So we still got Kobe. I get the bedroom. My sister's also there. Now, my sister has been here for 2 weeks. You gotta remember that. And like I said, I ain't gonna talk no bad about her, but I'm gonna keep it realistic. I'm gonna keep it real. So my sister at the time, she was doing her own thing, even though she was supposed to be helping. She would go out any time of the night, whatever the case may be. I went there, and I was not in that type of time. I didn't really hang out with no Tbvnks. I didn't really have no friends anymore. So she was doing her thing. Nobody said better than I. So I remember the very first time me and my mom got into it. I fly there, boom, you know what I'm saying? And I think I had asked her to use the car. I was trying to, you know what I'm saying, get something. I'm trying to get something, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, but it's like late at night. I'm like, I'll be home in a little bit. She's like, what about the dog? I can't take care of that dog. Yeah, I wanted that dog. What you gonna do with the dog? I'm like, man, I'll bring the nigga with me. He gonna be in the back chilling. I'm getting, But she wasn't buying it. I was going on the whole time. I'm like, hold on. My sister did, hold on, this been going out every night. This been inviting people over. I still have a life outside of helping you. I've been here for 2 weeks. And at this point, I've been here 2-3 weeks, not doing nothing but waking up and helping you and laying down. My nigga, I've been taking the trash out. Can I get a little bit of freedom outside the house, my nigga? She getting really rough with it. So that was the very first blow up. She blew up on me. She started saying, you're supposed to be helping me. No one's helping me. Y'all not helping me. And I think, I ain't gonna lie, I think the stroke kind of triggered her emotional part of her brain. Or maybe it was a pent up of being a mom for so long. I don't know. Because at this point, she was just going off forever. Until my no one's helped me. I've been a mom for 20 years. You chose to do that. You know what I'm saying? I know she said she gonna watch the video. And I'm just being funny. If you get mad at this part, you can call me, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But I was being honest. My nigga chose that. You could have took me out before I was born. You know, shit. You chose to do the yeah, and then pop out a big black. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't choose to be here. I wasn't at the character select screen like make me 6 foot, beard, handsome, curly hair with a Hellcat. You know what I'm saying? I didn't straight teeth. I didn't say that. I was just born. I was born with this body and this archetype. You know what I'm saying? So there was minor blow ups in between them. Like she would yell at me and say, "You're not helping me. This and the third. You're supposed to be helping me." Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, Mom, I am helping you. You just not looking. You know what I'm saying? At least that's what I thought. So the day that's all transpired. I woke up on a regular Tuesday. It's like October 16th or something. I actually think I remember the day. By this time, no, I think it was October. I had been there for like 2 months, or like a month. And I was still trying to get money to go back. This is when I was trying to get these clinical trials. I needed some money in my pocket. So I be tweaking out now. So I remember I'm trying to get this clinical trial. I had to be there. It was like one for like 15 bands, 20 bands, but you had to be there for like a month. I said, I'm gonna thug it out, bro. That's enough money. I can, like, you know what I'm saying, do some chill shit. So boom. So for some reason I didn't get them. I think they said my bone density was too low or something. I'm like, bro, what? So I'm struggling. I'm trying to get money in my pocket. I'm struggling. And then at this time, my girl at the time had found out, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I'm saying? It was a whole bunch of, yeah, I know that story. I told you the last story time the girl tried pepper spray me when she found out. I ain't gonna really talk about it. So me, I'm beefing with her. I have no fucking money. My prize picks, my FanDuel's not hitting. I'm beefing with my mom. So I wake up on this thing. I'm going through all this. This is why I say I'm so resilient. All this is in my head. So I wake up on a regular Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm chilling. I wake up. Now, at this point, My mom, she's using the cane, but she can still get around. Mom and my sister's out there, right? I had been up there all that night doing something. I come outside, and I had tried streaming a little bit at this time. Like I tried playing 2K. I didn't really have the right equipment. Like things just wasn't going out right. So I walk out, and it's like 3 p.m. I woke up late, and I see the trash can is full. And I remember my mom asked me to do something. I can't remember how it started. No, the trash was full. She asked me to take the trash out. I'm like, yeah, no problem. I'm the man. I'll do it. And her trash chute was like at least like 2.5 minutes away. A long walk down the hallway in this apartment complex. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take the trash out, whatever, no problem. I'm not giving no lip back, it's trash, whatever. Taking the trash out in the bucket, I'm walking down the hallway, and as I come back, I see there's no trash bag in the trash can. And she's like, you gotta put a trash bag in the trash can too. I'm looking around, my sister right there drinking a cup of orange juice. You a little fucked up, but you eating some bacon. And I just took out like at least 15 pounds of trash, because it wasn't just a trash bag. That's why I was using the cart. It was like 4 boxes, 3 trash bags. I come back and I'm like, so I've been gone for at least 4-5 minutes putting all this trash down the chute. And the only thing I asked her is, I said, why couldn't nobody put the trash bag in the trash? Why couldn't my sister do it? Like I was out here moving all this trash. Like it was 8 boxes of heavy ass shit. I'm like, so no one could put the trash bag in the trash can. That's what I said. This, I don't know why this did. This sparked the entire argument. I'm talking about some, you supposed to be helping me. You and honestly, in my head, I was like, hold on, dude. All I said was, why nobody put the motherfucking trash bag in the motherfucking trash can? Like, I'm looking at this shit. You motherfuckers did this shit, nigga. Like, in my head, I wasn't trying to tweet, but in my mind, I'm like, bro, y'all, you know what I'm saying? So it sparks it. Honestly, this is kind of a blur. I'm trying to remember as much possible because, like, how, like, bad it went. But all of a sudden, she blows up. I'm talking about something. You supposed to be helping me? And then and for some reason, she went to just immediately kicking me out. She was like, you gotta get the out. I'm like, what? She's like, I'm like, where am I gonna go? Because I can't go with my dad because this is tweaking at the time. Because they was going through, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a lot going on. I'm like, I can't go with him. Nobody wants to be around him. I'm like, where am I going to go? She's like, I don't know, but you got to get the out of here. I'm like, 21, no money to my name, a PlayStation 5, a penis pump, and like 3 fitteds to my name. I'm like, where am I going to go? I'm asking where am I going to go. She said, that's not my problem. In my head, I'm like, well, damn. Like, I'm telling y'all as unbiased as possible. Like, this is my experience. This is how I experienced it. If I ever get on a YouTube video on the stream, she'll probably tell her side of the story. But, you know, I don't feel like crying on stream and shit. So, boom. She's like, you gotta get the fuck out. I'm like, bro, I have like literally nowhere to go. Like actually, like literally. And she's telling me that's not my problem. So in my head, I said, nah, I'm not leaving, man. Like I gotta like, if I have somewhere to go, I told her if I have somewhere to go, I'll leave. But I have nowhere to go. She's like, you're gonna go with your father. I said, you know I can't go there. Like me and him don't have the greatest relationships. Tweaking. I'm telling her like I'm not gonna go because I have nowhere to go. If I did have somewhere to go, trust me, I would be sayonara back into LA. Like I don't want to be here in the first place. So I'm telling y'all, I had like 4 boxes of stuff, 4 big ass boxes. I'm talking about old Yeezys. I'm talking about hard drives with old YouTube videos, old beats, like an entire like from my childhood when I tried to become a YouTuber back when I was like 14, 15 years old, like damn near decades ago of stuff. I'm talking about Game Informer magazines. All like not hoarding shit, all my collectibles that mean something to me, everything that's memorable. So I'm going, she pushes past me, she tries to take my phone on my, she's taking my phone on my hand for some reason. I'm on the phone with my girl at the time. Takes my phone on my hand. I'm like, bro, give me my phone. What the f are you doing? She takes my phone and then she gives it back. I snatch my phone. She goes back, she goes in the closet to have all my stuff. This lady, I swear to y'all not, starts taking my boxes, ripping them shits down. I'm talking about my shit's just flowing out. I'm not even getting mad. I'm not stopping nothing. I'm just looking at it like this. I'm seeing my Game Informers, March 2011 with Mario big ass faces on them hitting the ground. I'm seeing my Balubas, whatever they call Yeezys over there, my Zebra Yeezys. I'm seeing my hard drive fly over there. I'm seeing some tools fly over here. I'm just looking at it like this. This is really tweaking. My nigga trying to get me over the trash bag, my nigga. And at this point, like I'm telling y'all, I'm biased because there was nothing to build up for her to do this. Like I promise y'all. Like maybe just life losing, you know what I'm saying, job and having a stroke and all that, sure, but like towards me, no. So no one's protected me. I look at my sister, she's just sitting there like, oh my God. I'm on the phone with my girl, she's like, oh my God, like what's going on? I'm looking at my shit on the ground. And then I tell her like, I'm not leaving because I have just nowhere to go. She looks at me and says, you're not leaving? I said, no, I just don't have nowhere to go. If I did, I would leave. I said, bro, you're gonna have to like call police, escort me, like have security, have somebody come, have my dad. You gotta have somebody come take me out because I can't leave. I'm not leaving because I have nowhere to go. If I had money and somewhere to go, I would just go. She says, okay. She takes her phone out of her pocket. This lady dials 911 right in front of me. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That shit broke my heart, cuz. Yeah, it's funny to laugh at now, but it's like, y'all niggas, I'm trying to tell y'all, when I be saying shit on stream, like, my nigga, there's certain shit in my life, like, niggas have been like, themselves, like, I don't be trolling. She wasn't in danger. I never hit her, never pushed her, never made a threat towards her. I just said no. And this, I'm pretty sure some of this might have been recorded, but I don't think I'll ever show it. I was just like, I'm not leaving because like I can't. I have nowhere to go. So it wasn't like I'm not leaving. Like, oh, you gotta get me out. I was just telling her like, no, I'm not leaving because nigga, I have nowhere to go. Like I want to go back to LA. Like I've been here for 3 months now. I want to go home. And she actually takes her phone out. She dials 911. That moment I had to hang up with my girl. I said, hold on, bro, this nigga calling police on me. I look up. My sister's not saying a single word. I look at my mom. She goes in the room. She dials 911. Literally, I'm seeing her on the phone. This lady is literally saying on the phone, my son will not leave my place. And she put on speaker. Police asked her, is he threatening you? Has he hit you? Is he making any threats? Is he like a danger? She said, no, he's not, but he just won't leave. I just want him gone. So in my head, I'm like, all right. I called my pops and, yo, my mom just called police on me. You need to come get me. He like, all right, I'm on my way. So boom, I just start throwing stuff in my suitcase. Boom, boom, boom. Police get there, I say about 20 minutes. Now the messed up thing is, her best friend at the time, still her best friend, pulls up to the place unannounced. Like, you know, that's how close they are. She sees the doors adjacent, so she just walks in because she hears screaming and stuff. She comes up to me. By now, I'm a little emotional because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, this nigga just called police on me for no reason. I'm telling her, I'm like, I didn't threaten her, I didn't hit her. I said over a trash bag. She's been tweaking this like for weeks now, right? And then she looks at me. She can tell I'm being genuine because she's known me since probably seen my little peen when I was born. Like she's like, this nigga is not like that for someone to call police. So she's like, no, yeah, this ain't right. So she goes in there and she starts checking my mom. Like, why the fuck would you call police on this boy who came from LA all the way to fly over here to help you out? Now, my mom is doing that thing where women are just crying for no reason because she realized how bad she fucked up. She's just crying now. My mom's best friend's like, why would you do that to him? Like, I know damn well he didn't do nothing to call police. She was like, I just want him out. I'm out. She's like, okay, but calling police? And now it turns something political because I'm like, nigga, I'm a black male. I look around my surroundings. There's 4 boxes just thrown in here. I have on some shorts, a jacket, Crocs with no socks. Nigga, it look like I'm going through a mental battle right now. Like these niggas about to take me out because I'm tweaking out and threatening everybody. I'm looking around like, let me look presentable. Like, nigga, this shit is scary. You feel me? Like these niggas can come in here with big ass shotguns, rubber bullets and shit and blow my motherfucking stomach up because they think I'm tweaking. Luckily, by the grace of God, it didn't happen. And I actually told her that later on. And this shit made me cry for like 2 days. She told me, like, I don't even want to say what she said because it might paint her in a bad light, but I mean, she did say I could tell it in my unbiased story. And she make her own YouTube channel and want to say something, shit, my nigga try. But she was like, coulda, woulda, shoulda. Boy, that shit stunk, my nigga. I was like, holy shit, this nigga might be a psychopath. But, boom, the police come, and let me tell y'all, this is a true story. I'm lying, I'm flying. Police come, bro, they was on my side from the beginning. I swear to God. They walked in, you know what I'm saying? Of course, they're like, I tell the police officer, I said, bro, I came here from Los Angeles. I live in LA. I'm an actor. I'm trying to be an actor. My mom had a medical emergency. I came here to help her out. I said, she's had a stroke. I said, I don't know if it's something wrong with her brain chemistry. She's a lot more emotional, and I Googled it. I did some research on it. I don't know if like she's going through like her emotional chemical is imbalanced, but she's been tweaking on the entire family, especially me, for months now. I've been helping her out. I've never threatened her. Like, sir, I've lived with her for 20 years now. Like, I've never threatened her, I never hit her, none of that. She threw my stuff on the ground. I said, only reason why I said I won't leave because I have nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I spent my money getting here, this and the third. He was like, He was like, yeah. And he looked at my mom crying. He looked at me, and everyone instantly was like, his story. Of course, it's 2 sides to the story, but this nigga shit is believable. He was looking at me like, no, I completely understand. Because when he's like, let me talk to her. He went in there, he came back out. He was like, yeah. He was like, can you leave? He was like, you know, are you not gonna make a problem? I was like, no, nigga, I'll leave. I was like, yeah, no, it's cool. He was like, thank you. He was like, no, I see exactly what you mean though. I never told nobody this. He was like, no, I see what you mean. Like, I see what's going on here. He was like, you know, I just want to see right here while you leave. I was like, my dad's coming to pick me up. He's like, wait, man, Bob, cool. So I was a white police officer, and I think a little Tina jump. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing. But she didn't really say too much. I was like, yeah, I'll leave. Just packing my stuff. I'll come back with my stuff later, this, then, the third. And then my dad ends up pulling up, boom, throw my suitcase in there. And I remember the nigga took me to Wendy's. And we just started talking about it. And like, I was crying at like 21 years old. My dad in this fucking Dodge Ram 1500 truck driving to fucking Wendy's to get some chicken nuggets and shit. And I remember, I think I brought Kobe with me actually. I'm sitting right there crying. I remember I like slept on the ground with Kobe just right next to me. Because it was like, nigga, I have been through some pivotal moments in my life. all by the age of 21, it was like, this shit made me who I am. So all these hate comments, everything that's going on with me getting banned, niggas be like, bro, how do you just get up and just continue to grind anyway? Nigga, the shit I've been through, this shit is it pales in comparison to shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta keep myself moving forward. I can't, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, when that happened, that shit changed my life. And that was one of the moments, and that's directly correlates into me not having money and going out at 3 a.m. trying to catch trains and shit to get a clinical trial. I told y'all the clinical trial stories when I was down bad. That's when that shit, everything started coming together. And I had to figure out a way. Turned 22, I'm like, I gotta change something about myself. So after that, as you call police, I stayed with my dad for like 2 months, from like October, no, like a month and a half. From like the middle of October to like December 1st. And I went back to LA. And I remember me and my mom's relationship has been damn near tarnished. Like, not tarnished, but definitely affected for the worst ever since that day. Like, we've talked about it, and like, she, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, she stands on what she did and what she said and how she felt, because she's always felt like no one cares about how she felt, and this and the third. And no matter how fucked up, you know what I'm saying, she might have did something to someone, she always feel like there's a reason or it's justified. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna call her a narcissist or anything, but that's just kind of the way she goes by. It doesn't matter how bad or how many people point and be like, no, you were wrong. If she feels justified, she feels justified, and like, she'll let you know that. So we've talked about it before, and it was like, you know, that hurt me that you called the fucking police on me. And I was like, bro, I could have died. That's when that coulda, woulda, shoulda shit. I'm like, man, like, you know. And then after that, like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, like, we had one more situation. Now this shit's actually funny. So this is like June of 2023. So this is months now. I came back home for a couple months again because I was trying to save up for a car. And my tech business, Tech by Tomorrow. Y'all know that business. Y'all niggas exposed me when I, you know what I'm saying? When I started going, why I got minoxidil remnants on my forehead. Shit, that shit gonna look bad on me. I don't give a fuck, nigga. My hairline growing back in. I'm feeling good, about to get my locks, nigga. What am I doing? But anyway, so I come back home for a couple months. I'm trying to save money for a car. So I'm like, can I stay with one of y'all for like a couple months? I'm trying to get a car. Just give me like a month or two. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got my business. Like, y'all can see I'm getting money. I ain't freeloading. I'm just, it's LA. So it's hard to save money for a car. So they're like, all right, whatever, cool. So at the time, I stayed with my mom first. And then like a week or two later, I had to fly back to LA again for another clinical trial. And then back to the DMV. And when I was out there in LA, she calls me. She had a 1-bedroom at the time. She went from a 2-bedroom to a 1-bedroom. She was like, you can't stay here no more. She texted me, you can't stay here no more. You gotta go with dad, boom, boom, boom. My place ain't. I'm like, this nigga's doing it while I'm all the way in another fucking state. Like, it was some crazy shit. Like, she was, like, if y'all seen how she texted me, because it was no shit leading up to it. She just texted me out of the blue saying, you can't stay here no more. So I'm like, bro, oh my God. I tell my dad, he like, nah. That's fucked up. Like, you don't text nobody like that, especially your son, when he's across the states and gotta come home and figure it out. So I come home early as hell in the morning, like 6 a.m. after the clinical trial. I get my stuff. I just leave without saying a fucking word. I was like, bro, this nigga is treating me terrible. And you said I could stay here even after you called police on me. You still kick me out a second time. So I'm like, all right, at this point, I'm building resentment. Now, what really hurt was I stayed there from March until March or April to like June. Like 2 months or some shit, 2.5 months. And I didn't get a car because I was like, bro, fuck this. I have to leave these niggas and do my own thing. That's literally how I felt. I was like, right, I can't never come back. So I was using my mom's laptop at the time to help me on my tech business. Now this was actually funny. We could probably laugh about this now. So I remember she had threw away all my Yeezys, my Game Informers, my hard drives, my computers, my tools. She had threw away thousands of dollars, fuck the money, stuff that actually had real memories to me. And it makes me so upset because some of that stuff I could show y'all, old videos, old beats, like y'all could see the beginning of some of this shit. And I'm talking about from when I was like 12, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, like young, like real, like a lot of memorable stuff where it's like I would want to see, even if I don't show y'all from my own journal. I have videos of our family on there, like on cruises. So that like hurt me bad. So I remember I'm using her laptop and I did some petty stuff, I ain't gonna lie. So I'm using her laptop for my tech business, right? And I come over one day, and me, my mom, and my brother, we all sitting there in the apartment, and they get to arguing. They get to argue about something, about my brother. He been feeling some type of way about something they did to him years ago. And I don't know where she pointed at me. I had nothing to do with the conversation. She's like, because you've been teasing him about that for years. I said, he's a grown ass man. This nigga's 20 years old. How he feels has nothing to do with me anymore. Like, that's how he, doesn't matter if I'm teased him when I was 18, 19. He's 20. This nigga's a grown ass fucking man. This nigga will be in GP in jail, in prison. This is a grown man. He ain't going to juvenile. So I'm saying, like, that has nothing to do with me, but she pointed everything to me, even though he was the one talking about it. So I'm like, in my head, she told me, once again, you gotta get the fuck out. Third time. And I wasn't even standing there. We just went over there for a couple of minutes. But I did have a car. I had a 335i. I ended up selling. It was an E93. Hated the convertible, and it was fucked up. I'll probably put pictures. It was a clean title, but so I had bought it through someone that had also bought it through like an auction, and it had like FU on there. It was hidden with a baseball bat. Some dude's girlfriend went crazy. But I had the E93 335i. I was gonna do my thing. That was my second 335i. But anyways, regardless of all that. So boom. So I had my car at the time. I forgot I ended up getting the car. And it was low mileage, but that's not another point of the story. So anyway, so she's like, you gotta get the fuck out, bibbity bam bop. And I'm like, you know what? I'm like, this nigga going off with me for something that this man feels about something that y'all did to him. It has nothing to do with me in this conversation. I'm sitting right here just laughing, eating like Teddy Grahams or something. Why are you going off on me? I'm like, all right, whatever. So I'm like, you know what? I'll leave. I'm like, bro, I ain't tripping. I think my brother walked me out or some shit, or maybe, I think he walked me out. Now, at this point, I really had nowhere to go. So I thought to myself, I'm just gonna sleep in the car and thug it out until I can get back to LA. Like, I was in some really bad position. So that's why when I say, like, nothing can faze me, this is what I be telling y'all. Like, I've been through some stuff. So I'm like, I'm gonna thug out for weeks. I'm just gonna sleep in my car, sleep somewhere, because my dad at the time, I can't stay with him because I can't tell his business, but nigga ain't have nowhere to stay either, so I'm fucked right now. Like, my parents went from making $300,000 plus as a 2-parent household to niggas is struggling to eat a bread sandwich at this point. Like, we eating cheese sandwiches and shit and Hope Nuggets and shit. Like, what are we doing? Well, I can't stay with him, so I'm like, I'm gonna thug it out. So I go to the car. She tells me, you need to leave my laptop here. I looked at that little 600, 1,000, I don't care how much it was, laptop. I said, now I said, nigga, you gonna have to take this laptop. I said, this laptop is mine, nigga. All that shit you do, this shit is mine, nigga. I've been using this shit for months. This laptop ain't got shit to do with you. Come take it. Don't get somebody to take it from me. Watch me boom their ass right here, nigga. I said that shit with my motherfucking nuts. This is my laptop, nigga. You done called police and kicked me out 2-3 times and threw away thousands of dollars worth of shoes and clothes and my memorabilia. It's my laptop. Walked out just like that. She said, look, you're stealing my laptop. I said, yup. You threw away all my shit. That's my laptop. Restitution. I don't even think I said that word right. I don't know what blind. Walked out with that laptop. Now, you probably like, so you walked out with a laptop. That's one W, but where did you stay? I'm not gonna get no details because I don't know if this person still watching my YouTube videos, my streams. I stayed with someone who's unnamed. It was a girl. She wasn't, this color. She was. We're not gonna get into that. Just still, I stayed there for a couple of weeks while I got on my feet. Yeah, that's, things like that is unknown. Listen, when you down bad, you gotta do what you gotta do because you need something. Because you got no money. You gotta do what you gotta do. I had to do what I gotta do. I had to do what I had to do to survive, man. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out her though. She cool peoples. Her people's cool peoples. They took me in. They was like, yo, they didn't really know what was going on, but they took me anyway because they liked me. They f***ed me. And shout out them because, they was cool. Helped me out, get me on my feet. I got on my feet. I sold the 335i. I flew my ass back to LA. I got my apartment at the same building my sister used to stay at for like 5-6 years ago before this. Got my first little studio. That's where everything was popping off at. You know what I'm saying? When y'all see the old place, I moved there June. By August, I was Tbvnks. I always been Tbvnks. It's always been my name online. By August, September, 2 months later. Come on! Stop playing with me, boy! And then after that, I very rarely still speak to my mom to this day. We're a lot better now, I ain't gonna lie. We are a lot better now. But back then, I was on solo dolo. I can't talk to nobody mode. And I sold that laptop because I needed some rent money. No, I didn't need rent money, I needed food money. I sold that shit about $500. Yep, I sure did. And I took a chance on getting this PC. I took a chance to get my very first camera. And it went from there. Shout out TBC, shout out Tbvnks. Now look where we at. 150,000, 2,000. Come on. 150,000 subs, 130,000 subs, 15,000 subs, 1,000 subs on 4 channels. What are we talking about? You didn't worry about TikTok talking bad about me. Niggas don't want to talk about me. I can't believe I'm self-made. I did this shit from the bottom. Now look where we at. I did this shit from the bottom. And I'm still going up. I'm not even a year into this shit. I'm 1 year into my journey. Come on, man. I'm not in my villain mode. That's the story time. I ain't doing no outro. Hashtag sides. Stay on that side. Y'all know who it is. It's been your boy Tbvnks, aka Money T, aka Mr. Pockets Always Fat, Never Flat, aka Motion Man. My Motion Man name now. What are we himself. Hashtag stay on that side. TBC for life. I love you, young man. I'm gone, man.